Hello, 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 hello. Ho, ho, ho. Are we in the holiday cheer yet? I sure am. I was at the grocery store like half an hour ago, if not less. And they already have the gift bags for the customers, which is something we do here in... Oh my god, low battery. Give me a sec. False alert. So, as I was saying before, the battery flashed in my face that it was dying. Actually, let me show you, it's so cute. Sorry for the noise. How do we love this? So literally my group, like the supermarket owned by Farrell, the bigger brand, Farrell, is having like this gift bag for the customers. Isabella Supermarket is the name of my village supermarket, Isabella being the owner of the village supermarket. And here, köszönjük, hogy nálunk vásárol, thank you for shopping at our store, or like with us, because nálunk is in our space, or it has a sense of belonging to us. So yeah, so what I left in was this huge bakery baked loaf of bread, which is from I don't know who. Oh, LD Row, I think. LD. Check out this beautiful bastard. My chief would say that it needs a bit more baking, but people here are not trained the way we are back in Montreal. There were 2 cans of beer. Oh, sorry, let me just put that away. 2 cans of beer, cheesy pretzels, coffee for the coffee machine, and like a big chunky fat sausage. Well, they call it summer salami, but anyway. So yeah, I mean, isn't this neat to live in a small village where people, well, companies and companies care or give a shit about their customers? I think it's super cute. And the city life, the Urbania. Well, you know, the urban city life has its advantages, but it's at the cost at the human connection of appreciating loyal customers who came back day after day after day. So today's we are doing the last general read before the special 5-day countdown to Christmas. So we are tackling today's read, which will be a year ahead, month by month, general energy thing to look out for. Slavic Legends by Taroteca Studio. Clarifying will be the stained glass. And I'm gonna use only one oracle this time, and it's gonna be elemental energies. So here's your, and let me zoom in, because I already have yapped a fair bit. So here's your screenshot opportunity. Hi, fire signs, and that muzzle was my dog. Okay, there. Oh. My dog Fidus. So yeah, fire signs, we are doing your year ahead spread, 12 cards for the 12 months, plus a energy of the year overall. So let's see what's popping for you guys. You are my last group of the day. Gee, hi, boy. Ace of Cups and 8 of Wands. Ooh, spicy. I mean, not spicy, but cute. There is communication regarding something emotionally fulfilling. So good on you guys. Good, good, good. That is very good. And we, oh, nice. Building foundations that will result in solid, reliable abundance on the long run. That's also very good for you guys. I mean, but also if you are a fire sign, don't be too much of a fire sign and, like, you know, workaholic, because we tend to, well, depending on your personality type, you can be a hard worker but be a smart worker, and not be dashing into action, into communication, but be careful of the words you use. That was my dog, and that's my dog sniffing my non-caffeinated roasted wheat coffee and everything inside, because of course he does. I swear to Christ, if that dog can hop on any surface of any capacity, and now he's cleaning my stove. Oh, ooh. Fire signs, what is this devil about? What is the obsession? What is the temptation? What is the excess? Are you dealing with a toxic person like I am, with my father being an alcoholic retard twat waffle? Don't forget to rest and trust. I will take a break after my advent calendar series. Be patient with results. You already put in the work and it's gonna come back at you. Just be patient and resilient. And I'm sorry for the bonus background noises. But if they kick them out, they are moping and crying like babies, so they are here with us today. And I think that was it. So let's shuffle. Oh yeah, also the what my dog is licking is literally this, which is roasted wheat coffee with milk. So it's safe for them. It's not coffee beans, it's roasted wheat. The Fool and Page of Swords. So there are delays in your new venture, but you are gathering all the information you want. The delays are not as bad, and you're still enthusiastic, and he's obsessed. Well, I guess less for me to clean afterwards, because I made myself this non-caffeinated coffee. It was cold by the time I was getting to drink it. I put it in a tin or metal sort of mug to heat it up on my stovetop. And then the dogs were doing something, so I went out to check on them, and by the time I came back, the thing was bubbling out of the tin can thingy. And obviously some of it ran on the surface, and I will clean it out, but my dog was obsessed with it at the moment. So 9 of coins, sorry for the excess babble. 9 of coins, 6 of wands. You are single. Oh my, give me a second. Jesus Christ. Okay, so you are single, thriving, self-reliant, and also recognized, valued, appreciated in whatever you are doing. If this is not your current situation, it's highly likely coming at you in the near future. You are emotionally very happy, very content, very satisfied. Whoa, no shifting. I normally don't do reversals on this channel. So there's a sense of collaboration, potentially with other people, bringing your skills together. And in an age where AI is leading the scene, this collaboration can be you, can be within. with you, and perhaps an AI tool that you are utilizing to progress forward in your journey, in your work, whatever applies to your life. Very hardworking, very bold, beautiful, assertive, dominating the scene, out there putting in the effort. And again, the Knight of Swords, dashing in, and with the Queen of Swords, very measured, very clear, very like having a social bird's eye view on a situation, monitoring what you express, how you express it, where you express it, mastering communication and wits and intellect and cleverness and intelligence and all that good stuff. So that's pretty, you know what, I'm gonna cut it. That's pretty fucking good. Jesus Christ, he's obsessed with this thing. He's back at licking as much as he can reach. So yeah, normally the spread is in a circle format, but I am going the cheap non-spicy route so we can keep a more focused, fluid view on the situation and refer back to months without having to get lost in the process. Also, camera wise, with my table, with my current setup, this is easier for me than a circle situation. Oh yeah, the last card, I almost always forget that blasted thing. Ace of Wands. I think water signs had this precisely here, or definitely somewhere here, or maybe the second month. Oh no, water sign had it in the second month. Sorry. Ten of Cups, the Star, wish fulfillment. Ooh, watch out for money situation in Jan, Feb, March, April, in May. Two of Coins, balancing, victory with the Chariot, ending with the World in August, looking at your previous efforts with Knight of Cups, Seven of Cups, options and illusions, Knight of Wands in December, Eight of Swords as the clarifying energy for the overall theme of the year. So let's tackle this. In January we have Fire, Inspiration, and Page of Swords. Ooh la la! So are you being spied upon, or are you spying on someone, or is this simply a question of you taking a step back and literally looking out on the horizon, on the field, to have a better outlook so you know how to better invest your fire, your passion, your drive into this opportunity that has been granted to you with the Ace of Wands. Let's see what the story is here for my fire signs. What is the Page of Swords about? Anything else? Okay, I like to have two cards to have like a broader perspective and a context. Four of Swords, Queen of Pentacles. You need to take a little bit of rest and take care of your house, your home, your finances, your resources. So the Page of Swords is definitely a slowing down of the fire, of the creative force, to take a breather, take a break, just focus on the house, the home. Maybe cook yourself nice, homey, feel-good meals to restore your balance and your energies, which as a fire sign, I will absolutely do that in January. That's my dog. In February, we have Justice, thus balance being restored. When something was hidden and unclear and uncertainty was the mistress of the night ruling on a key aspect of your life that was meaningful enough that the energetic field is now lingering here. In February, that will be brought to light and justice will be served. If people have wronged you or abused or hidden things from you, things will come to the surface, to the light. We have the Empress and we have the Knight of Pentacles. So again, either motherhood or you just expanding very slowly, very steadily, very grounded, reliable and dependable. So if you were not seen before, you are seen. Your work is appreciated. Your efforts are growing. I'm sorry, the word metastasis comes to mind, but in the sense, metastasis is going to be in a good sense. You are growing, you are expanding, you are diversifying, and you are just in that beautiful motherly energy of building slowly but surely something that you can depend upon, that you can rely upon, that you can harvest a part of, but not affecting the full extent of your resources, of your plentifulness. I know that's not English, I'm sorry. March, we have the Ten of Cups, pure, unbridled happiness, just satisfaction, jackpot, and the Nine of Cups. So it's like you are on your own already very happy, content, fulfilled, and satisfied, but on top of that you have so much that you hit the literal emotional jackpot with the Ten of Cups. So maybe something came into your life and was that. Actually, didn't you have the Ace of Cups somewhere when we were shuffling? So that Ace added to your 9 becomes the 10. But be cautious of shady things. Maybe you need to be shady to protect your assets, your singledom. You are very self-sufficient and thriving, but there is an energy of theft and lies and deceit and cheat in your vicinity. Be cautious so that it doesn't affect your happiness. People might be jealous of how emotionally fulfilled you can be on your own and potentially use it against you or want to take advantage of that or steal away from that. So be very cautious. In May, you have the Star, which is wish fulfillment and healing. And we have the Seven of Swords again. So be very, very fucking cautious of this shady fuck here. Don't let people persuade you in nefarious because the expression nefarious path or nefarious behavior is on my mind, but I want to find the word before it. Like, don't let people persuade you to take nefarious paths or I need more cards. But yeah, just be cautious, because the Seven of Swords, previous month, Seven of Swords official in April. Did I say May? I meant April. April being spring, being revival. Just be very cautious of how people might utilize words and ideas to try to sway you in a direction or another. So we have the World, Justice again. Didn't we have Justice? Yeah, no. Didn't we? No, we did have Justice in February. We have now Justice again and Judgment. So something will end, like a major thing will end in April that will bring a sense of justice to you, and with that you have a second revival with Judgment, bringing the dead back to life. So that's very interesting energy. Like, holy bunkers. Diamond. Lefelionan. Die! He's still obsessed with the coffee. In May, we have the 5 of coins, so meaning a loss and a lack of financial resources, so be very careful with that. But it could be just a lack of collaboration, which now it's not so bad. On the other hand, collaboration might cost you a lot of money, so be mindful of that. Actually, I'm going to take note for myself. For instance, here my father and I, well, mostly my father because it's his money, he pays the neighbor man to take care of the vineyard, to spritz the grapes with that blue concoction that he mixes with water. It's like an anti-insects thing or anti-something, and it's costing. It's like cost of the product, but plus cost of the help and the labor of that man. So it adds up, and we have like 5 rows, so it's usually like 160, 200 lei, which it's considerable. It is appreciable around here, so I might want to cut that collaborative effort with him and pay for the product itself, and I do the whole mixing and spritzing and taking care of the vineyard myself to spare on useless expenses if I can cut some cost here and there. So whatever your situation may be aware of collaboration and money going into the wind, out in the wind, outside the window literally, so losing finances or being abandoned, or maybe you need to abandon a collaboration. Let's see. For my fire signs, what is this about? Definitely finances, resources, 10 of Pentacles, your legacy. But there is good fortune on hand, clarity, good luck, although that might cause a conflict. And what instantly popped to mind is, look at this, we have the 10 of Pentacles, and then on table we have the 5, so it's like cutting something in half. And with the 5 of Wands, it's the conflict, cut the conflict in half, so that you are also cutting your expenses in half. And with said clarity, you are attracting good fortune again. And if you are watching any semblance of tarot reads on YouTube, Leos are absolutely blessed with the Wheel of Fortune. Couple of reads that I watched in the last couple of days on top of my own reads, we have a lot of Wheel of Fortune. So be very mindful and very protective of the good luck that you are being blessed with at this time. The neighbor dogs from the vineyard are in the zone, so they need to go have a beef with them. June, we have the 2 of coins, so balancing something, and be very cautious of how you balance it, balancing your emotions, balancing your intuition perhaps, your dreams, your desires, being cautious of how you protect your soul and your emotions, or you balance, Karaki Schnitzels, the Devil and the 10 of Swords. So you are ending a relationship with someone toxic, or just the end of a toxic cycle in any capacity, and thus juggling your emotions. Anything else for my fire signs? No, that seems to be about it. Definitely the end of a cycle with something toxic, which honestly, good for you guys and good for me. Yikes. Oh, we have the Lovers. So Couple way I can see this. You are either juggling your emotions in regards to your lovers, or your lover could be dealing with the devil and decided to end that cycle, or you are ending a cycle with your lover because he's toxic and just prone to addiction or have poor emotional management, and so juggling choices is too difficult or bringing conflict, or if it's too hard to juggle the emotionality and the toxicity and the being prone to be influenced by outside influences in any capacity, you might be ending the connection. The Lovers is also a choice, so in that light, choice plus Two of Pentacles equals you really need to make a choice between the things that you are balancing and juggling to find a harmonious thing, and for that you need to end something that is very deeply toxic and influential in your life or in your inner energetic vicinity. In July we have the Chariot, which is dashing towards victory, but that is coming at a cost that is overburdensome. On the positive side, I would say you are leaving something that is burdensome on your shoulders behind. You are ending that cycle, going back to Ten of Swords, and you are now lighter to move ahead towards victory. In which case, that Ten of Swords in June was actually a good thing if you are ending that Ten of Wands. Something is hidden or unclear yet, which was your first card in February. And the Nine of Swords. So something is definitely stressing you out in July. Be cautious of that, and how you let outside influences or hidden influences impact your sleep, your resting time. And if you can shed a clarification on the moon, so you can have a clearer sight on the burdens that you are carrying, so that it's not as heavy and not as difficult and not impacting your rest and your sleep. In August, we have the World, ending of a major cycle, and Temperance healing, which is my month, August, so good for me. I don't know what the major wrap-up is about, but I don't mind. Well, I mean, I'm okay with things ending. Let's just put it that way. And with Temperance, I do take the opportunity to heal and restore myself, to be patient and balanced, so it's a good thing. Anything for August, for fire signs. Ace of Cups, so new emotional opportunity. And so last night I was literally in bed thinking about this Ace of Cups and how it's not strictly limited to a romantic relationship offer. I didn't draw the tarot before my puppies were born, but if I had, I'm pretty sure I would have had the Ace of Cups in my energetic vicinity, because those puppies were such an emotional, fulfilling adventure for me, and I love them to bits and crumbs. So it can be that, it can be a new book, a new series, a new movie, discovering a channel on YouTube, having a new friend on your social media, TikTok, X, Facebook, whatever you're using. It's not strictly limited to emotional, to romantic capacity. That associating this with the romance only is such a tunnel vision that is actually killing, and my personal view, limiting how beautifully vast the tarot energetic translation can be. Six of Pentacles giving back. So after a major ending and a period of healing, there is a new emotional fulfillment that potentially comes from the past, or at least that is giving back to you. Meaning you have already, you yourself, you poured some into the universe, and the universe is giving back to you in a capacity that will be emotionally fulfilling, but that's also giving you back in a practical approach. In September, you are looking back at the work you have already done, at your past efforts, and you are starting something new. You are taking a new approach, a new road, a new tactic, a new, or maybe something completely new on the side, not necessarily what you had already invested in. Whoa, whoa, whoa. King of Swords. You are definitely analyzing the situation after a loss with the Five of Cups. And you are redirecting, rerouting, pivoting in a new direction that might be more successful, or bringing you the harvest that you actually want to have versus what you had prior. In October, we have the Knight of Cups, meaningful gesture from the heart, and the Ace of Cups again. Ace of Cups, Ace of Cups. So definitely new emotional fulfillment in October, and it's coming from the right place, from a heart space. It's coming with honest, genuine, heartfelt, soul-felt intent. And let's see what this is about. It can be coming from like a romantic, dreamy person or opportunity. Knight of Wands, that is otherwise also very passionate, fiery, bold, sexy, good-looking, charming, life of the party, who has been sometime manifesting this opportunity to get back or to get at you in some capacity. Spicy. In November, we have the Seven of Cups options and the Six of Coins. So in November, you have a lot of opportunities and options to make money from. Be discerning on where you invest your time, your emotions, and your energy. Not every cup will be giving back in the same capacity as the other. Some are have holes in them, so the more, and so like you pour into them but it's leaking out. Some are just dust in your face to like bedazzle you or bamboozle you, whatever. So be very cautious of that. But if it's strictly on the positive thing, diversify your source of income, your income, especially being granted this new opportunity. With the Queen of Swords, be advised to be discerning of said opportunities to make money, to invest everything in the right places. Not everything deserves your energy, your time, your passion, your fire. But also don't put all your eggs in the same basket, obviously. Something for November. Five of Swords. If you cut your losses, it might be not as significant as you believe them to be. But also be cautious of people playing shady games against you. Granted, the Queen of Swords can easily, with the snap of a finger, defeat the Five of Swords, and she won't even break a sweat on it, so nothing to worry about. But just be aware and cautious. December, we have the Knight of Wands having a comeback from October. Again here, Knight of Wands. And the I feel called out as fuck. I know a Tower. So yeah, in December, the Tower is boldly coming back at you, pinning you against the wall and ravaging your mouth. I'm kidding. This is so dark romance coded, it's unfucking real. But yeah, on the flip side, if something was built on shaky foundations, be aware that it will be crumbling down, though it might be a fun crumbling down. So something for December, and I'm gonna, I'm gonna take this too. So we have the Four of Pentacles holding on. Yikes! Three of Swords and the King of Cups. So was someone holding on to a broken heart, and that's why they're coming back fired up, passionate to break down something and potentially heal and restore balance with the King of Cups? Or was the King of Cups affected by that Three of Swords and now holding on to something? Obviously these energies are very volatile, as in with your current energetic blueprint, this is a possibility. It's not a guarantee, it's a possibility. Things change, energies shift. None of this might come true, depending on your decision, on other people's decision, on how they act, what they do, what they say. So it's highly likely at the time of the read, but it can change along the way if things are done in different ways as we proceed with the year unfolding. Give me a sec. So we have the neighbor across the back end of the backyard. We have a fence delimiting the private property zone with the backyard where we have the vegetable garden thingy and the vineyard and the orchard. And past our plot of land, we have the neighbor. The neighbor let his dogs out, which are 3 dogs, which are coming beefing with our dogs. And if you hear weird stuff, that's that. And they can, although we have like a metal fence that is fully covered, they are begging against it, trying to get a rise out of my dogs, and my dogs are answering, and it's a whole fucking thing. So overall energy of 2026 is a bit of anxiety, a bit of stress, a bit of worrying, and it's in regards of not making a clear-cut decision. So at least it's almost like diluting the effect of the Eight of Swords, because at least we know for sure what the root cause is, and the root cause is not making a decision and staying purposefully in limbo in regards to something. Let's see if we can clarify that. So what is the Two of Swords about? And also, obviously, depending on you as the individual watcher, if this resonates with you, it can have a varying degree of impact on as a stress source for you. Money and walking away. So either a breakup, I mean, it feels like a breakup. It feels like walking away from someone meaningful, a meaningful relationship, a meaningful job situation, a meaningful something that leaves you out in the cold, destitute, and walking away in something that you have invested a lot of emotion into. So see, for instance, for me, if I can to dilute this Eight of Swords and the Two of Wands energy with this in context, I would say me making a decision of staying or leaving my elderly alcoholic father who is stressing me out in which I had invested a lot of emotion. I ditched my whole life from in Canada to come back here. I invested a lot in trying to get him out of his alcoholism, which I managed to an extent. I cut down, well, he drank all of his palinka, and now I'm diluting his brandy with water so it's not as strong. So he's a bit more cognitively aware, but still. Also, if I leave, I will have to depend solely on myself, and I will be completely penniless with the Five of Pentacles, because I depend on his retirement money to keep us afloat and thriving, because I'm not yet monetized and I'm not offering paid reads, which I will in the next year. But see, the more you know, the more you can take a step back and rationally analyze sources of stress and fear, so you can find a practical approach to situations. So let us knock this. And what my fire signs need to... Okay, so something from my fire signs, because my brain cannot think straight anymore after 13 cards for 4 groups. Come on, let's put fire signs. Holy fuck, Mothering Way. You know, you're the last bunch, I'm gonna splurge you. And I hope to shit they will not murder each other. I mean, technically they can't, because it's locked, it's closed, and I put like this piece of something like this, like a piece of wood plus rocks in beneath, so that they cannot. There was like the corner of the wall was like bent, and in that hole my dog could put his head in, which the other dogs almost mangled him to death, but now they can't. So hopefully it's just verbal beefing. Spectral shadows. Explore the spectral shadows, shadow work, uncovering hidden truths and mysteries in the concealed realm. So shadow work and the High Priestess, which is something that we do a lot on this channel here. Also, I decided that the green velvet tablecloth will be the official tablecloth for going forward in 2026. Avalanche release. Reflect, release stagnant energies like an avalanche, allowing the avalanche momentum to carry you forward. This is almost like a 8 of Wands energy. It's like just like throwing shit out there and releasing it to the universe. Volcanic resilience. Harness the resilience found in the fiery depths of a volcano, emerging stronger after challenges. Ace of Wands. Fire, 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 bursting out, creative force. Tidal emotions. Navigate the ebb and flow of emotions, finding peace in the cyclical nature of tides. Healing your emotions, analyzing them, letting them grow, have their space, nurture what can inspire you, what can be blissful and satisfying, but not letting it be taken advantage of, and not letting them lead you to toxicity or be utilized against you. Especially Leo's having a big heart, so yeah, just be cautious. Fire signs, thank you for allowing me to for like a century and a half. This has been very fucking interesting, and I need to rewatch this to take notes myself. I would advise actually have a notepad and a pen and write the cards and like keywords, so you can have like a monthly list of what to be cautious of overall, not day to day, but just like if something is fishy, something is tickling your spidey senses and your red flag parade, be aware to be cautious of these energies overall in your day-to-day life. So fire signs, thank you, love you, I appreciate you, you're amazing, you're fire, pew 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 pew, and I'll see you tomorrow.